just don't know.
A huge number of people deep down inside say that if they had their time over again, they would have possibly chosen a different direction. This seems to be very much part of human existence.
After 10 years working as a manager and buyer in the fashion industry, I was at a time in my life, had a great job with a good company. Life was easy. But I still felt like there was something missing.
I was a civil engineer for just over 10 years, and even though the work was really interesting, sometimes the day would go past and I'd find that I spent the whole day in my office and there wouldn't be a whole lot of interaction with people.
I enjoyed being a solicitor. I enjoyed the challenge of working on a case and doing our research and then presenting it in court. But at the end of the day, there were times when I was practicing where I experienced a level of frustration in that my job wasn't directly helping people in terms of their relationship with God.
The more I studied, the more I realised that there's more to a career than just earning money or acquiring status. What's the use of having a lot of money and a great career if it's not changing people's lives?
Human nature is complex. We're challenging individuals. There is a brokenness about humanity which is universal. All of us sometime or other in our lives go around wondering how we're doing. Are we doing okay?
I think the trigger was Raymond dying, my cousin, who was a year younger than me, got a brain tumour and died. I guess I really started thinking about what I wanted to do with my life.
It was in '97 really that things started to change for me. When I was involved with young people and saw these people leaving the church, and I wanted to change that. I still wanted to be a missionary, but somewhere else, you know.
I remember Megan and I had been driving around looking for another house to buy, and we'd never really discussed ministry as a full-time option before. Here we were for the very first time having a serious discussion about it.
I'd spent 7 years studying toward a specific goal, and once I got there, I kind of realised that my aims in life and what I wanted to do with the time that I had here on earth had changed. I wanted to do theology.
It took me a long time, it took me 7 years to actually decide to go into the ministry. And I think sometimes the saying is true that you have to plan to become what you plan to become.
People can receive a call to ministry from any vocation in life. I know many people who for many years put off the decision to make the change. But often when you talk to them, they wish they'd made that change years before.
It's funny, you know, we'd had this running joke for quite a number of years that if I ever became a teacher, a builder or a minister, she'd divorce me.
It took me 4 years to realise that I don't have to always yearn for that next move or going somewhere else to make a difference. There is so much we can do right here and where we're at.
Whether you're an engineer, a lawyer, teacher or marketing manager, you may have just commenced a university degree or you may have had a successful career. Whatever your background is or whatever your culture, if you feel God is calling you to make a real difference in people's lives, there's a place for you in ministry.
Yeah, this is it. This is my mission ground.
Where I used to build structures that rust, that degrade and fall apart, I now get a chance to build somebody's future. And now I have an opportunity to be an agent of God in people's lives, and I'm building something that will last into eternity.
As a chaplain at Macquarie College, I'm always trying to find new ways of presenting God to kids in exciting and memorable experiences. And hopefully this will not only help them develop Christian values, but also help them develop an actual relationship with God.
Probably the most rewarding thing for us is making friends, lasting friends with people, seeing them grow and develop and actually having a hand in that process. That's probably the most rewarding thing.
It's amazing, you know, when you look back and realise that all of the events and things that you've been doing in your life have actually been God somehow leading you to a certain point.
To see these people blossom and grow and to discover talents they really weren't aware of is exciting. There's a richness about life you never had before, and you see this in them when they have the courage to make the change.
Do you sense God is calling you to ministry? Why not talk about it with your pastor today?